Woo! What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to today's video. We have a theme this week. It's all beginner style videos. So if you are a beginner and you want an iconic solo, we got one here for you. This is all to celebrate my rock and roll boot camp, which is a beginner guitar course being available this week. If you want to play rock guitar, this is the one with the most. So what solo are we talking about? Well, let's get it. Now this is, of course, such an iconic solo from the Boston catalog, Peace of Mind, Tom Scholz. Oh my god, what a guitar player. Just absolute genius. And this one, now there's a couple of ways you could play this solo. And I have tabs linked down below if you want to check those out for the way that I'm playing it right now. But Tom could be playing it down here. I play it up here. And the reason why I'm going to show it to you up here is a couple different reasons. For one, that's just the way that I learned it. So maybe he is playing it down here. Live, he just plays the rhythm. But up here with this one, the reason why, like I said, I like it because a lot of times when you're a beginner starting out, you tend to spend a lot of time down here. And this way, you're kind of working your way up to almost past the 12th fret. We're right there. We're in solo territory. So I thought, you know what, I'll show you guys it a little bit higher up on the top two strings, or I guess bottom two, however you want to look at it. Alright, so let's start it off. So essentially, he is playing through a C Aeolian, or C minor scale is really what's happening here, E major depending on how you want to look at it, because he does go into E for that main verse riff. But the main riff, that intro riff, is okay, and of course with all that stuff in there too. But so like I said, I'm thinking it all as C sharp minor. So again, you could play it down here, but I'm going to teach it to you up here. And the way I do it is I slide into 11 on the A, then I go down to 9 on the A, and then down to 7. Okay, down, down, down. Now, what happens here is you're going to go to 9 on the low E string, and you're actually going to repeat that note a couple times. So, now, a really kind of tricky part to get is that slide into, and it really sounds like he's sliding into that first note. So even if you decide that you want to play it down here and kind of transpose it down, it really sounds like he's sliding into that note. I just enjoy the fatter side of this, so always remember, fatter strings sound fatter. So it sounds like he might be up here. Now, the tricky part here is, like I said, is you're going to repeat this note actually 3 times. So you go 9, 9. Now, the way I kind of view this is this next 9 is part of the next section. So you're going to go 9, 6, 7. So now 9, 6, 7. So that goes 6, 7, 9, and then all the way back to 6. So it's really cool to kind of take away what's happening. If you notice, he's not just playing the scale in order. He's jumping around a lot. Instead of walking, he goes. You know, it's already, that's something to take away. The fact that, you know, he's playing this melody and it starts out very kind of in line, and you notice how he jumps out of line and it gives it just a stronger melodic, and it just kind of pulls your ear in a little bit more. So. So after he goes 6, 7, 9, and then back to 6, he actually goes 7, 6 on the A string, and then 7 on the low E. Okay, so. Now he goes back up to that 9 on the low E string. Now here, he's going to go 7, 9, up to 11. Okay? And here, again, he kind of jumps out of line because he goes 12, back to 9. So it's all on 2 strings. So. I am sliding up to that note. I don't know if he slides up to it necessarily, because like I said, you could do it like that, and do the same thing lower. So you know what, all the notes should be correct. Now that is essentially the first passage through it all. Now he does change it ever so slightly with this little hammer-on slide, which is actually pretty difficult. And this is one of the reasons why, like I said, when I learned it years ago, why I liked playing it up here, because I just liked the way that it kind of flowed through. So he starts off the same, you know, idea again. But here he goes. That little like hammer-on pull-off section. He goes 11, and then 9, hammer-on 11, pull off to 9. Then he slides down to 7, which sounds like a lot. There's a lot going on here. But it's not too bad. Like I said, you can get it. If you're not used to sliding, this is such a great technique. It's the reason why I like to do it so much is I just love the way the note kind of like blooms into itself. Okay, versus slide, pull off. Just a different sound. So then it starts over, everything else is exactly the same. Okay, so there's that whole section. That's the main part of the solo. Of course, you can go into the next one, which I think Tom's up here. But basically, just go through that really, really slow and get the melody. And one thing to take away anytime you're doing a solo like this, for one, listen to the song. Because, you know, you can get mentally slightly rhythmically off. You know, maybe I'm playing it slightly off or something, but the notes should be all there. But I think I'm playing it right. Is even if you're not playing it as fast as them, because up to speed, the song's pretty quick, you know. You know, even if you're playing it slower to get it underneath your fingers, play it slower, but in the same rhythmic context, is what I always tell people, is make sure that you're playing it rhythmically the same, because just because it's not up to speed doesn't mean that you have to play it any different than the actual song. And what I mean by that is, even if I'm playing it slower, listen how it just sounds like the song slower. But you can see how even slow, it's maintaining that overall vibe to it. So other than that, that's pretty much the intro solo. I hope you guys dig that. If you have, maybe you're a beginner and you've never played a solo before, this is a great one because it's so melodic, it's so fun. Put a guitar strap on, stand up, and enjoy, just jam along with some Boston, and learn the rest of the song while you're at it. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna bounce on out of here. Like I said before, tabs are down below. Rock and Roll Boot Camp is available this week only. It's gonna end this Sunday. If you want to check that out, that's linked down below, 45% off. And I'm going to give you guys some rhythm. I'm going to jam you out of here. So let's go ahead and just, you know, we'll pick, see, that was C sharp, so I'll give you some E major stuff to jam along with. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!